Hello everybody, welcome back to the Swords Only account. Now today's video is going to be a little different. We're going to try something new. There's probably not going to be as much editing and I'm just going to kind of talk. So if you're expecting some, put it on the screen, sit back and relax kind of entertainment, you're probably not going to get it with this video. This is more of put it on in the background while you play Genshin or you just play other games or anything like that. And that's actually going to be hard for me to do because I'm so used to just saying something and then not talking because I could just cut it out later. As you could probably tell, I just made a cut there because there was silence. I know, look at that, another cut. So there's probably still going to be some cuts in the video, but for the most part, we're just going to be farming stuff today. So feel free, put this on in the background, treat it kind of like a crappy podcast in a sense, and you could just go out and farm on your own account because, sometimes you just need that motivation to go out and start farming like we all do. Because, as I'm sure you're aware, I have 4 accounts and I can't say I log on to all of them every day. I mean, I could say it, but it would kind of be a giant lie. Nuzlocke account, it's sometimes I go on there to just farm ley lines and that's about it. I don't even have condensed resin, so it's even more of a pain when I go on there because we are not reputation level 2 in the Liyue yet. But the other accounts, I log on my main pretty much every day to try and get that done. Others, I try. No promises though. You see, I could just go around and talk about whatever I'm doing in game, like I would do kind of in a video. Be like, oh, I'm gonna smack these little slimes up. Here we go. This is content, something like that. It's the usual video stuff. But I'm thinking, since it's supposed to be more like a podcast, we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna talk. And what better to talk about than video games? Sure, yeah. Let's talk about video games, shall we? So, what was your first video game? Oh wait, this isn't live. All right. What was my first video game, you ask? Good question. I think, and I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure it was the original Super Mario on the NES? Was it the NES? I think it was the NES. For some reason, my parents just had an NES, if that's the correct console. I really hope it is, otherwise I'm going to sound stupid. But they just had one sitting in their bedroom. So from time to time, I would go and play that and Duck Hunt because it had both. And it had like the little plastic gun controller thing. Again, I don't know why they have that. I'm definitely going to steal that one. Not actually steal it, but if they ever decide to part ways with it, I'm taking it. That's mine. Would I ever play it again? Maybe for nostalgia. Yeah, why not? Because I definitely never beat that game. The Super Mario, no. I remember level 2 or 1 or 3 or something when you had that bridge that had all the little fish that would just jump up. It was so annoying, and you get to the water level, also super annoying. But, yeah, I play it from time to time, and then I guess I would just restart because I never got very far, but I remember playing it a lot. So I guess I just kept restarting it, though. I mean, that's kind of been a theme with me in a lot of games, mostly gacha games. I actually know everything. I play games and then I just decide randomly I want to restart because you make a lot of progress in the beginning, and then the more you play, the less immediate progress you make. So if you restart, you get that satisfaction of, oh, I'm making progress again. So I remember I did that. Obviously, this game I have how many accounts now? I did it in Summoner's War. Minecraft, you go in, you start a new world, you cut down a tree, you build a little wooden shack to start out, and then you never touch the world again. Terraria, the same thing. There's so many games that I actually do that for now that I think about it. But anyways, that was my first game, I think. And then I have no idea what would have come after that. I know at some point we got a Wii. I think it was for like Mother's Day, which I mean, that's more of a present for me than for her, but hey, I'll take it. So we had a Wii, and then I played Twilight Princess on that. Definitely were some games in between that. I don't know the exact timeline, but I remember playing that game. And the funny thing about that was both of my parents actually played it too on their own save files, which is I think the only time I've ever seen my mom play a game in all of my time of living. Oh no, other than like some Wii games, like Wii party games, me and her might play together sometimes, like years ago. But I think that was the only time that she played a video game by herself. I don't think she got that far. My dad, I'm pretty sure, beat it or got close to beating it, which is kind of crazy because he doesn't play anything. There's like, I don't know what it was about that game, but both of them played it. And then I had my own save file. And I remember, unfortunately, I never actually beat it. Because the part that I was stuck at that I never passed was, if any of you have ever played, you know, the star cage where you have to use the claw to bounce around. And then if you do that the second time, you get the double claw shot. And you needed that once you got to the city in the sky. I forget what it was called. And you would need that to actually traverse that place to get to the next boss. And I just could not do it in the amount of time that they gave you. So I never actually beat that game. But I kept playing more of the Zelda games. I played Skyward Sword and everything. And I do remember a lot from Twilight Princess. I don't think I actually restarted it. Oh, and if you've played Skyward Sword, okay, there's like 2 jokes from that game, I think. 2? Or is it just 1? No, 2. Okay, yeah, there's 2. So one of them, whenever you tried to angle the Wii remote straight up, because if you did that, then it would charge up the sword with sunlight or something, and then you could release a different attack. But the controls of the motion stuff were just so scuffed that you would just hold your Wii remote up, it would do nothing. So you just keep waving it around until it perfectly in the game lines up straight, even though it wasn't straight in real life, and then you could charge it. So that was a big pain. But then also, the traveling companion in that game was Fee. And I mean, I would still prefer her over Paimon, to be completely honest with you, but she would come in every 2 seconds. Master, it would appear that there's a 95% chance that this is happening, or that this is the case, or things like that. And it would be so funny. You'd encounter an enemy that it would tell you on screen. Let's just throw out, I don't know any of the enemy names. Let's just say like Rock Slime, sure. You'd be like, oh, Master, I've concluded there's a 35% chance that this is a Rock Slime. Oh, you don't say, because it literally is. So I don't know why they felt that was a thing. And also, if your batteries are low, she'd pop up again. Master, it would appear that your Wii remote batteries are running low. Like, yeah, okay. Why are you breaking the fourth wall though? I didn't tell you to do that. I'm getting so off track, but hey, that's the point of this video. Also, I decided to put the model on the screen because there might be some points where it's silent for a few seconds, so at least then there is some movement, although I'm probably in the background, so it doesn't matter. I could literally put anything on the screen right now and you wouldn't even know. That's crazy. I'm probably going to be too lazy to actually add something random on the screen there, but maybe I did. And now you're all tapping out of the game to go check to see if I added it there. Ah, what a great idea that was. But then, okay, so we had the Zelda stuff. So yeah, outside of Legend of Zelda, in terms of what because my mom didn't play any games besides that. I don't know why I'm talking about them. Why not though? We need something to talk about here. So I know that my dad and I, when I was much younger, we had a PS3 and we would play some games on that together. I remember we played stuff like the Lego Indiana Jones thing. I don't know if we ever finished these games. It was so long ago. We played that. We had some racing games. Hold on, what element is this thing? You are Cryo Hydro. Okay, so can't bring Ayaka. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Yeah, I'm still gonna bring Ayaka. I can't not bring her in here. It takes way too long. Sure, yeah, that'll work. So yeah, we would just play games like that. There were some zombie-esque shooter games that we would play on there, but they had more of a story. It wasn't just like zombie survival waves, like the Call of Duty stuff. I don't remember what they were. I can never remember the name of them. We used to play those a bit. So that, I mean, that's fun. And then I think like the end. Okay, we didn't need to heal her anyways. That's fine. We definitely needed a healer. I'm gonna revive her. Don't kill me, please. Maybe I should focus a little bit here. It'd probably be a good idea, but you know, we have stuff to talk about. So I'm probably gonna lose more characters. It's fine. If I beat this in that Pokemon video where I turned this game quote unquote into Pokemon and only used unbuilt characters for the most part, I think I should be able to beat this here with more so built characters, kind of. Because I really can't call them built, but you know how it goes. So yeah, we played the games there, and then, oh yeah, I think GTA 5 was the last game I played on PS3. And I didn't play it that much, because I'm not a huge fan of controller. I prefer PC. So then I went, eventually I got the Call of Duty 5 on not Call of Duty, Yeah, that's it. No, I got the GTA 5 on PC and still never really played it. Because then, if I don't know. Then, oh, that's when you ran into all the hackers. That was fun for a little bit, to be honest. Because any lobby you went in, there would definitely be hackers. And if they were nice, they would just give you tons of money. I remember, I didn't play the game that much, so I wouldn't have been able to afford mostly anything. But because of the hackers in that game, I had like 40 million, probably more than 40 million. I've had as many houses as you could have. I had max cars in all the garages, completely modded. I bought the super yacht, even though it's completely useless. But I bought it because I just had the spare 40 million lying around. And then they came along. What? Oh gosh, I already forgot the studio that makes that. Rockstar. They came and they banned most of the hackers and they reverted all of the hacker money. So I logged in one time and I had like $4 on the account. And that's when I just stopped playing. Because I could not be bothered to do heists or races or whatever to try and get funds to actually have fun in the game. Also, I was not paying attention. This thing is going to kill me. But no, we're fine because Layla has a nice shield. And then, oh, later on in life. Well, no, that's actually backtracking. Pokemon. I remember my parents bought me a DS. The original DS with Pokemon Diamond. Good times. And I became so addicted to that game, they could not get me to stop playing it. I don't know if any of you can relate when you were younger and your parents would try and set timers and whatnot. Like, okay, you can play the game, but only for an hour. And I'd be like, ha, an hour? Who do you think you are? You think you can control me? And then they'd get very mad and take it away when I didn't, you know, do what they told me to do. But I would just keep not telling, or I would keep not doing what they told me to do. And eventually they stopped trying. So it worked. But yeah, I was so addicted to that game. And it took me forever to beat it. Because if you know anything about Pokemon, there's, okay, one thing I never got for so long. There's physical moves and there's special moves, right? So for instance, Waterfall, physical move. And then Surf is a special move. I did not understand that concept. I had an Empoleon as my starter, and it knew Aqua Jet, and nothing else I had knew Aqua Jet. So in my brain, the special move of Empoleon was Aqua Jet because nothing else had it. Granted, like things like Floatzel do get it, but I didn't catch that. So I was like, okay, Aqua Jet is its special attack. So its special attack stat is only for Aqua Jet. Logically, I mean, come on, it makes sense, right? It doesn't, but that's fine. Actually, what? I think I need to go farm the wolf. I think that's the good thing to do. So we'll go do that. But beating that game, I still remember I was on vacation, like a family vacation when I finally beat it. It took so long because I did what I think anyone does when they first play a Pokemon game. You pretty much use one Mon, and then the rest of your team is just there as cheerleaders. So I went to the Elite Four and the Champion with about a level 70 Empoleon. And in Gen 4, you had Cynthia to beat, and she has a Milotic. And Milotic is an extremely fat water type, and it resisted all of my moves. That was not fun. And then the Spear Tomb, the Guard Chomp, it was a tough fight, and it took me forever. All I remember from my team was Empoleon, Luxray around level, like everything else was level 40, unless I caught it at a higher level. So like Luxray, Dialga was there, so that's probably level 50? I think it was around 50. Staraptor, and then I do not remember the rest. Not at all. I still like Staraptor. Still one of my favorite mons, I think. And then Dialga is just a great legendary compared to some other legends that kind of get crap learned sets up. But you're probably not here to hear only about Pokemon. It is a Genshin video after all, but like I said, it's a podcast, I guess. Actually, this is a terrible team to bring here. What am I doing? That would have been a huge mistake. We do not need Cryo here. Let's go Electro. Albedo's kind of useless because it's a boss. So if I bring him, I put down the Construct, it gets destroyed instantly. It's a very fun time. Don't really want to get frozen. I could just bring 2 healers for healing purposes. And then I guess the Cryo Shield's not terrible. But I'm just going to do no damage. So is it better to bring you? I guess I'll slap Lumion. We'll see how that goes. This is a very strange team. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it to work. It's gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna struggle at all. Because I never struggle in this game. Never, not once. You ever think about how one decision in your life just completely changes This is actually doing way more damage than I thought it would. Completely changes everything. For instance, if I never played Pokemon, I wouldn't have met some of the people that I've met because the friends that I still talk to, all like 2 or 3 of them, I met them on a Pixelmon server many, many years ago. I think it's... How long has it been? Probably 8 or 9 years. And we still talk. We don't talk as much now just because obviously they have jobs and then I do this as a job. So when they're not at work, I'm usually recording or editing or doing whatever. But we still talk at least once a week. Probably more than that. But I mean, if I never played Pokemon, if my parents had never bought me the DS and Pokemon Diamond, I never would have played Pixelmon, modded Minecraft and all that. Because I went on a random server. It was like I think the host of the server was in Europe or some European country. And so I don't know, I just found it online, found the IP address. I joined, probably never more than about 20 people on at once. It was a relatively small server, but it was nice because then you got to know all the people. Not really personally, but just like the online presence of the person. Like you could just log in and say hi. So that was nice. And then I never found a server like that again. But we would play on there. And then there was one day where someone in the chat was just randomly, anyone want to get in a Skype call? And I had Skype because I had one friend from school that I would talk to on there. And I'm an introvert through and through. For some reason, I said yes. I don't know why. Because it's not like me at all. But I got in that call. And one other person got in that call. And me and the other person that hopped into that call left immediately because the one who started it was not talking, didn't say a word, and had the most sensitive mic and the loudest keyboard I've ever heard in my life. So we dipped out of that after a little bit and then just got on our own separate call. And yeah, and we're still friends to today. And now I've met him in real life. Because the funny thing was, it was a European server. And then where was this dude living? About 30 minutes away from where I was. Which was so funny. And we both, well, he played tennis in high school. Because he was a year ahead of me. So then in high school when I went there, because I think we met right before I went to high school. I have no idea. Timeline is very screwed up. That's actually, Sword Only actually got a sword. Oh, this is good stuff. Good drops. We're getting lucky here. So yeah, so he played tennis and I did cross country and track. And then I was going to do that again through high school. And I went to do it. But then I realized that the coaches, they seemed great, you know, in theory, but it was just so chaotic. There was no order and it just, like, I'm a short distance sprinter. I do not have stamina. I just have speed. Speed, and then they would put me in jumping, which was, yeah, I was fine with that. But then the first few practices, they had me tagging along with the people, like, practicing for the 1600. It's like, I do not feel like doing a mile. I mean, that's for the event, but for the practice, obviously, you're doing more than just a mile. So then I was like, well, my friend plays tennis, so I'll just play tennis. So I joined the tennis team instead. Kind of a mistake, I would say. And okay, let me actually see, what do I need to farm here before I just ramble and then do nothing. I could do that. What weekly do I need? What do you require? You're Ajdaha. I think you are the wolf. Who else do I need to level talents? I guess you would probably be good. You are also the wolf. I swear, everyone on this account is Ajdaha or the wolf. What about you? Are you Raiden? I can't see. You are... Oh. Is that... Oh, I can do Scaramouche, can't I? I think there's one more quest I need to do to fully unlock him. But that's fine. Now, anyone else? You know, I'll just go farm a random one. Who cares? I'm sure I'll need it eventually. Let's do... I don't really want to fight Raiden or Senora, so I'll just go do Storm Terror. Good old Dvalin. And then what team do I think Ayaka for sure. Let's try and nuke it down as fast as we can. So I'll pick the team, and then I can go back to story time. Let's do Ayaka. You... we're gonna probably need a heal. Oh, we could do Bennett. to just really try and nuke it down, and then we'll do Kazu. Yeah, let's go with that. So, yeah, I joined the tennis team, and it was fun. I do like tennis. Of course, I had never really played before that, but I liked it. Problem was the coach, and I feel like a lot of places are like this, a lot of high schools. The coaches aren't actually experienced in it. They're just there because it's like, oh, a little extra pay? All right, I'll do it. So we had one of the security guards as our coach, and he was very strict about everything, and it was very annoying. But for whatever reason, I did stick with it for all 4 years. And then our team made it to states, and my friend's team made it to states. So that's where we first met up. So 2 people playing on a Pixelmon server hosted somewhere in Europe. And if I had never hopped in that Skype call, I never would have known that at that tennis match, I was standing close to someone who I had played on a Pixelmon server with years ago. Like, it's so random. But at the same time, I probably wouldn't have played tennis because obviously I wouldn't have met him. So it's like all these little decisions, they just change. They change your entire life. And I'm so sad I could not kill that there because I didn't have my burst. But it's fine. It's fine. Of course, now we don't live anywhere near each other. So I don't really see him in person anymore, or any of them. But we still talk on Discord a decent amount of the time, so it's fine. It is all good. And I still play Pokemon. Sometimes. Nuzlocke. I want to do a Nuzlocke thing. I don't know that it would really... I don't think it would fit on the channel as a main video. I feel like it would have to be in a live stream. If we just do a Pokemon Nuzlocke. I want to do one. I don't know if anyone would actually want to watch that, because I know majority of the audience is here for Genshin Impact. But I would like to do Pokemon stuff. I still like the games. I don't love what they're doing with the new games, to be entirely honest. Like, Sword and Shield... I liked some of the stuff. Some of the quality of life stuff I think was great. But there's a lot that I didn't care for. And then the Scarlet and Violet, I'm not bothering. I don't even care for the art style in it that much. It's like they went for almost pseudo-realistic with some of the textures. I'm not a huge fan. This is also another good drop. We got a Chunk, we got a Solvent. We ignore the artifact, and we got 2 boss drops, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I have no intention of playing Scarlet and Violet. Plus, my favorite thing to do in those games is a Nuzlocke. And in Scarlet and Violet, there really aren't routes anymore, because it's all open world. So how do you have to implement or impose so many rules on yourself that it just makes it not as much fun. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get an encounter here, and then we'll count this section of the map as one route. But I don't know. It's too hard, too complicated. I like the old format of the games. And I remember I was so excited to my brain's thinking about what I want to do at the same time as trying to talk, and it's not working. We're gonna go farm the Ayaka domain. Definitely the name of it, 100%. Not Blizzard's share, it's the Ayaka domain. Especially if we get an Ayato on this account. Might be good to have some Heart of Depth pieces for him. I guess I could do Ayaka still, but I'm not going to. We'll do this. Maybe? Is this a good team to bring in? Yeah, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll deal with it. Oh, Albedo would have probably been decent in here. Actually, I think Albedo was faster when I brought him, so I'll probably swap that out. Maybe. Probably won't. We're already in here. I'm too lazy to leave again. Oh, what was I even saying now? Jeez. Oh, the Pokemon stuff. Although I have no idea what I was saying about the Pokemon stuff. Oh, yeah. I remember. So, the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but when they announced that they were doing remakes, I was so happy. And then they came out, and I was not so happy. Because it wasn't even really a remake. It was just like the same game, but more a plastic doll looking. I don't even know how to describe it. They looked like they were made of clay. I don't know. I wanted an actual like remake. Kind of like the Sword and Shield graphics, but with Diamond and Pearl. And then they just didn't. And now I'm sad, because that's my favorite gen, and we're probably never going to get the remake that I've dreamed of for it. Very unfortunate, because I would love that. But I guess I'm just stuck randomizing Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and just playing through it that way. But HMs are so annoying to go back to. I realized that if you don't play Pokemon, you don't know anything about what I'm talking about here. It's fine. It's fine. You can learn. Like I had to. When... like EVs and IVs, I had no idea what those were for the longest time until the Pixelmon server. And EV training and all that. There's so many intricacies that you don't know about until you get further into it. I think they're making that stuff easier to get into now, which is kind of nice. But it's still, you still gotta get a better... Breeding is... Oh, breeding in Pokemon is so confusing still. That's a tough one. I kind of get it, but there's a lot of stuff I still forget all the time. I should get off the Pokemon topic, huh? I need to think of a new topic. Oh, that is... There's no crit rate. What about this? EM crit. I don't like these. I need Blizzard Strayer, but I am recording, which means I'm not going to be getting Blizzard Strayer. Sadly, because like we all know, if I'm recording, I don't get good drops. Like on the stream the other night, I got okay drops, and I wasn't recording. I was just streaming, which I guess is different, right? Streamer's luck, kind of. Still unlucky most of the time, but there were some moments where we had decent stuff. Did I farm on this account? I know I farmed on my main primarily. I don't think I farmed on here, unless I'm misremembering. Because otherwise I would show you what I got, but I don't think we did. Also, I'm about to die. Please refrain from killing me. I would appreciate it if you didn't do that. I really need to go and do the sword quest in Sumeru to get that sword for Bennett, because I saw a lot of people talking about it in the comments. And on the live stream, I mentioned it, and I said I just don't really have like the 8 hours to spare, and if I try and condense it into a video, it's going to be mostly dialogue, so it's going to get cut out, this, that, and the other thing. And the chat was like, oh, you think that you're going to get it done in 8 hours? And people were saying it took them like 3 days? Excuse me? For a sword? Although, someone was saying you don't have to go through the entire quest to get to it. I just don't know how long it takes to get to that point. I really don't want to spend that long trying to get one sword. We also need to do the event that's out right now, because you get a sword from that event, and that would be pretty nice. However, what I'm thinking of doing is that event will still be out when the new banner's out, so I might do that event and a video trying to pull for, I think Alhaitham comes in the next... Is it Alhaitham or Ayato? One of them comes in the next banner. Whichever one it is, I'll try and combine pulling for them and that event into the same video, so it's not just pulling and trying to get primos. And I mean, we also get primos from it, so it's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. And maybe, I was thinking of doing this, I don't know how well it would work, because if we check our primos, I only have 5,000 on this account, which isn't that many. So it's like 3 10 pulls-ish. I could do like, oh, I'm going to do this event, and if I complain about the event or about dialogue, I have to do a 10 pull, but I could only afford 3 10 pulls, so I don't know that that's really the best idea. It's an idea, definitely, 100%. Not the best, though. Not really, not the content you probably want to see. A whole 3 pulls, because then you click in the video, you already know it's going to be at max 3 10 pulls. Although we are around 35 pity, I believe, is when we got the last 5-star on this account. We don't have guaranteed either, but if we were to lose the 50-50, there's 2 characters we could get that are brand new, being Jean and Chi-Chi. I would honestly take either, because that's another good healer, either way. I prefer Jean, I think, but if I got a Chi-Chi, I would use her. Definitely. Because then we could also have some cryo synergies. Have her on Ayaka and with Layla. Do the 2 of them with Chi-Chi, and then maybe Kazu, something like that. That could work. And we have a shield, we have heals, and we have a bunch of cryo characters. I like the sound of it. But we need better artifacts for our Ayaka. Her stats are fine. It's the set that's not. We want the 4-piece of Blizzard Strayer, which is what we are trying to currently get. So it's really just a matter of, can we get it? I don't really know that we can, but we'll see. And on my main recently, I've been destroying my artifacts. Nilu still is carrying me on that account. I have her built pretty well, I would say. Raiden was decent, but I destroyed her artifacts. because I want to build a Hyper Bloom team with her. And I don't have Nahida, so it's kind of a budget Hyper Bloom where I'm running Dendro Traveler, Raiden Shogun, Nilou, and Kokomi. And now you would think that Nilou would be kind of support because, I mean, that's her role is like Dendro supporty stuff on a Dendro Hydro team. But it's not a full Dendro Hydro team, and she's on a main DPS build. So that compared with the Nahida not being there and instead Dendro Traveler, it's not the best, but it still works. The story is decently enough. I'm putting Raiden on the new Hyper Bloom domain piece set thing. Whichever domain that one is. New one with Scaramouche's stuff. Or at least the domain that came out with Scaramouche. I don't know if it's actually the best for him. Sometimes they released a quote-unquote best in slot, and it's actually not the best in slot. Oh, don't kill me. No, okay, you killed me. I thought I told you not to do that, but maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, at least we have the Cryo Shield still. So I'm trying to get the Raiden built on EM. And on the stream, I think we got 1 or 2 pieces that were keepable for her. But I didn't get any EM main stat. Although today I farmed on my main, and I did get an EM main stat. It didn't roll the best, but I mean, you pretty much just want the EM mostly. And then if you can get lucky, it'd be nice to have some crit and subs. Hyper Bloom can't crit, but obviously her burst and everything still could. So it would be nice to have that. But we don't, so it's fine. She's around 600 EM now. I still need to get one of the pieces maxed, and then another piece is just level 0, and it's not EM. So once we get all that going and max out our weapon, should be better off, I would hope. And the Hyper Blooms are already hitting for about 21k, so that's really not bad. Because you pair that with Nilou also hitting for like 20 to 30k with all of her elemental skill attacks. Or at least the last attack. I don't know if all of them hit that hard. I think they're all pretty close to hitting that hard. But yeah, it's going to be fun, I think. The problem is the other side of that, not domain, but the other side of Spiral Abyss. I'm running the Yoimiya, Yelan, Yunjin. It's all Ys, except for Noelle. Maybe I'll just call her Yoel. the Yoimiya, Yelan, Yoel, Yunjin combo, of course. The quadruple Ys. It's, in theory, it would work. Oh, if you had crit rate, that would actually be a decent piece, but you don't. And energy recharge. Okay, I need to go heal. And then maybe I'll slap in Albedo since I'm leaving the domain anyways. But yeah, I'm trying to run that on the second side of Spiral Abyss. And if you replace the Yoel with a Zhongli, then that's a better team because you would have, I think, completely uptime. That sounds so wrong. You would have full uptime of the shield, and it's a stronger shield than Noelle's. Because I think Noelle has about a 14-second downtime on the shield, which is not great for a Yoimiya. But I don't, for some reason, I don't know why, I am just against pulling for a Zhongli. I always go to say the playstyle is boring because you just put up a shield and then win. But I'm doing the same thing with Noelle except not winning. So I should just pull for Zhongli, but I don't. Maybe someday? Probably not. If I've skipped him for this long, I'm probably going to continue skipping him. I don't know who I'm going to pull for on my main next. Because I really need to build up so many of those characters. Like, in every stream, there's at least one person telling me, you should build Sino. Or, I'm sorry, I misquoted them. It's, build your Sino, bro. It's what everyone always throws bro on the end of a sentence. And it just sounds so much more aggressive. I don't know why. Like, oh, you need to build X character, bro. I'm like, well, excuse me, bro. No, I have so many other characters that I'm trying to build up before that character. Because obviously, I'm still building up the quadruple Y squad to try and get them working. It's improving, but it doesn't seem to be working that well. But then even besides that, I still have a Ganyu to build. I still want to build Shenhe with the Ganyu, because I think that would be a fun comp to run. I kind of even want to do a Chongyun, like, cryo thing with Shenhe. I don't know that I wouldn't put Ganyu on that team, per se, but I still want to do a Shenhe Chongyun and then figure something out for the rest of that. Should probably build Jianling as well. And there's just so many. There's so many characters on there that I want to build. But I need to get Spiral Abyss teams in place first before I jump from character to character. Because, like I was saying earlier, how I always jump around from games or restart the game to feel the progression. You could do the same thing with characters. You get a character, and it's like, I'm going to build this one. Get them up to level 60, get their talents at around 4 or 5, and then you just don't touch them again. And you do that for every character, and then you just can't clear any content. I am very guilty of that. I'm very sad that I haven't I haven't beat Spiral Abyss on an account yet. We cleared it on my main. We did clear floor 12, but I did not get any stars on some of the chambers. So I don't really count that. Like, yeah, I beat it, but I didn't really beat it. Although what some people said was, as long as it shows in your profile that you beat floor 12, that's all that matters. I mean, for some people, maybe. I actually want to beat it. I want to be able to consistently beat floor 12. And right now, I cannot. I have one team that I feel is decent enough. Whatever team I put Raiden and Nilou on, even though they're not on the best sets right now, they still do work in there. It's great. I don't like any of these artifacts. Jeez, can I get anything good? Of course not. Why would I? Why would I get anything usable? Oh, we have the Strongbox, though. We could try Strongbox 2, plus I need to condense some more resin. Oh, wait, no, I don't have any to condense unless I use Fragile. Question is, do I really want to dip into the Fragile reserves for artifact domains? I always say it's not a good idea, but for some reason, I always go back and do it again. Maybe. We'll see what we could do with Strong. I don't have much to put in the Strongbox, to be fair, but I'll just dump in whatever. So anything. My brain, when I'm looking through artifacts, is always just looking for crit on both, like crit rate, crit damage, and then I consider the rest. I really shouldn't, because some characters just don't even need it. But I think for the most part, that is what I'm always going to be looking for. So if I don't see crit rate, crit damage, especially on flowers and feathers, if you don't have crit rate, crit damage, I'm just not even interested. Oh, do I also want to go farm Thundering Fury domain? Or do I want to craft? You know what? I'm going to craft Thundering Fury. I'm going to switch this. I want to craft Thundering Fury because I don't think I need the other piece from that domain. And then we'll just keep farming Blizzard Strayer because I could use both sets from there. I think that's the smarter approach to this. Let's just go through, slap all of these in. Yeah, all these suck. Every single one of them. They all suck. Goodbye. They're all vacuum cleaners. All they do is suck. Goodbye. No. See you later, Hoover. Nope. Defense. Attack. No, thank you. Electro damage with terrible substats. Wow. I am so excited to get rid of it. And wait, did I farm? I was farming this domain on this account? It's an Oh, I got that today. Wait, why did I get that today? Oh, I didn't farm that. Those were from the boxes from Spiral Abyss. That's right. And I was sad because I got an EM piece on the whatever Flower of Paradise Lost that I could have used because Raiden doesn't have EM for that slot. It's not great substats, but I still could have used it. But it's on the wrong account. Rip. Okay, come on. Give me something good for Kaching. Give me. Okay, all the feathers suck. Circlet, I want. Crit. No. Okay, I didn't want crit anyways. Attack percent. All right, they are all trash. Am I surprised? No, I am not surprised in the slightest. Here we go. Round 2. Guaranteed to be better than round 1 because it's the second one. I take back. Oh, I don't really like that. It would have to roll crit rate and then only roll into crit rate. I could try it. Let's just, let's get our last one. And it is feather. Okay, it sucks. If that rolls crit rate, I might use it because the circlet is the piece that I would want to replace on her. Hers is okay. But if I could get, I feel like that's the easiest piece for me to replace because the others are better. Please roll crit rate. Because then I can actually have some electro damage bonus on Kaching, and she desperately needs it because she does not feel like she does enough damage. Defense percent. Okay, no thank you. I'm fine. That's all right. I will just use that as fodder for something else, I guess. Where the heck did it go? I want to unlock this. No thanks. All right, so far, we've gotten nothing. Very good, very good, very good. Should I use Fragile? You know what? No, maybe I shouldn't. But I'm going to. I'm going to use 3. We'll use 3, we'll condense it. I also need to go get more crystal flies, don't I? I should. I'm down to 32. My other accounts are all over 100. Maybe not Nuzlocke, though I think it is. this account. For some reason, I'm running low. It's crazy to think, I checked today. Spells Only is around 30 episodes. Swords Only is around 40 episodes. That's a lot. There's a lot of episodes of this. It's also crazy that Spells Only is almost caught up, but I think it's just because Spells Only seems more popular, plus that account needs so much more help, so it's easier to do stuff on it without it feeling like we've made no progress, I guess. Are we ever gonna clear Spiral on that account? Eventually, we have to, right? I think. Once we get a Kokomi, then we'll be in business. That'd be a little bit easier. And then we can actually build a Hyper Bloom with a Kokomi as the main DPS, or I guess main driver. She's not really... She's kind of DPS, because with a lot of HP, she can do good damage. Oh, don't... Okay. Damage dealer has perished. We love to see that here. Not like I needed her to do damage. No. Bennett is actually my main DPS. Oh, good. My burst is up. Perfect. I say this all the time, almost as much as wanting a Cryo Catalyst user. I really want a main DPS Pyro Sword user. And no, Bennett does not count. Bennett is support. Sure, you can build him with DPS, but he's still not what I want. I want someone that can infuse their sword with Pyro. Or at least can do multiple Pyro attacks. Kind of like Diluc has 3 elemental skill attack things that he can use. Now, I'm not saying I want Diluc, but a sword character. Because I want better than that. But I want Pyro sword user main DPS. Because it could help in so many different spots. Just like Cryo Catalyst. That could also help quite a bit. When HoYoVerse? What weapon type do you think the Pyro Archon is going to wield? Maybe that'll be the sword user. Maybe, because we're getting another Claymore eventually. With, I'm going to butcher her name, Dehya? Dehya? I don't know how to say it. Whichever pronunciation, you know who I'm talking about. The fake dog woman. Because apparently it's her hair, I think. It's another Kaching situation going on. But she's going to be Pyro Claymore. So, I'm curious. What do we have for is Polearm? Oh no, Xianling. I was going to say is it only Hu Tao. We have Xianling too. So that'll be the second Pyro Claymore user. What about Catalyst? We have at least Yanfei Klee. There might be more, but I mean, there's at least 2. What's the other weapon? I'm forgetting all bows. Amber. Does she even count? Does Amber really count as a character? I don't know. She's just a cheerleader. I want her to work. I've said this a couple times, I think, but I've gone back to build Amber more times than I can count on my main. And I try to give her artifacts. And granted, she's not leveled, so of course she's going to do less damage. But even as an unleveled character, I can get characters to do decent enough damage if I put good artifacts on them. But not Amber. Her multipliers are lower. Her elemental skill just sucks. Once you have some constellations, at least you could explode it so you get better damage, or I guess more consistent damage. But I don't know. Also, I'm saying the word but too much, I'm realizing. You know, the fun thing about recording and editing your own videos, it's like a public speaking course, because you hear back all the words that you say too much. For instance, unfortunately, I say that way too much, but that's more of on stream. It's not even in normal videos. For some reason on streams, I say unfortunately way too much. So I try to stop that. Also the word like, I know a ton of people say it and I say it too much. I try to consciously not, but there are just some sentences that I don't know how to work around it. It's like a free public speaking course. As long as you're not counting time, because if you're counting time, then it is definitely not free. But it's still nice. Like if I just said like, oh, once you start thinking about it, you can't stop. It's just, you always hear it and it sucks and it's so hard to work around the word. It's as if, no, that's not even what I wanted to say. Oh, jeez. No, if I went and took a public speaking course, now I feel like I would be fine at it, but that's only because I obviously make a ton of videos and, well, okay, maybe not a ton. I make videos and I live stream, so you kind of have to project your voice more. Otherwise, it's just, oh, okay. So I'm just going on tangents upon tangents here. Hydro, you could have at least put on the other piece. Come on. That would have been okay. If it was the other set, yeah. Maybe for like a DPS Nilu, which I'm not going to do on this account. But who knows? Maybe. No, we're definitely not doing it. I have it on my main. Also, I completely forgot what I was going to say. I was talking about public speaking. And then, oh, yeah, back when I first started YouTube, you could probably go look at this channel and you'll see a big difference from obviously the mic quality, but also just how I spoke. But I had a YouTube channel way before this. I've talked about it a couple times. I had a Minecraft channel that no longer exists. But on that channel, I think I still have 1 or 2 of the videos. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just remembering from when I went and checked. Because I can see the channel even though it's not live anymore. If I go back and like reactivate. Oh, I said like. Oh, it kills me. But if I go back and reactivate it, I could still see those videos. My voice, especially in those first ones, oh my gosh. My voice is monotone now. So just imagine what it was then when I wasn't properly fixing it. Plus, I remember the first few times that I recorded anything, I was like, I hate the word like. Remove it from my dictionary. Oh, it's never gonna stop. And now you guys are gonna hear it every time I say it because I keep pointing it out. Oh no. You try and do it. Next time you're talking, try to not say the word like or I don't think I say as much, but definitely like, and it sucks. But I remember when those first few recording sessions, I was wearing a long sleeve shirt, and I only remember that because I was sweating so much. You're only recording to yourself, but it's just so awkward and nerve-wracking. Like that. Oh, I said it again. I'm used to it now, so it doesn't bother me at all. But back then, it was, I don't know why. It was so nerve-wracking. It was bad. And I would talk like this. Okay, so welcome to my video. Today we're gonna be playing Minecraft. And it was something like that. Of course, that's not verbatim what I said. But that's about the level it was at. Oh, if this rolls crit rate, I could keep it. That could be decent. We'll go again. Go again. And that video was so unedited as well, my first Minecraft video. There were just so many moments. I don't think I actually cut anything out of it, which is crazy. Because if I don't cut stuff out, I feel it's so boring, which is so ironic because in this video, I'm going to try to not cut stuff out. That's why I have to just keep spewing words from my mouth. Because if I don't for more than a couple seconds, I'm going to feel like I have to go back and cut it out. Because it just feels like there needs to be something. I've seen some people who do videos like this where it's more chill. Like just, oh, I need a new word for like. What can I replace like with every time? It's just, I need a random word to train my brain to not say like anymore. All right, I'm going to very consciously try and speak for the next couple sentences to avoid that treachid? That's not a word. What was I even trying to say there? I don't know. That terrible word. Tragic? Is treachid a word? I don't think it is. Now I just completely got off topic. I don't know what I was saying anymore. Oh, yeah, I've seen some people who do the farming videos, or they do Archon quests or any long quest in one video and upload it as a multi-hour video. It's an idea, but I feel like I would be more stressed out doing that than just cutting it up. The problem is if I cut it up, it turns into a 5-minute video because it's all just dialogue that I don't need to put in. But they sit there in silence during the dialogue, and I don't know how you do that. If I'm in a stream or a video or anything, maybe it's because I just don't stream enough, I feel like I have to constantly be talking or people will just get bored. And so when I'm watching them and they're silent for minutes on end, just reading the dialogue, I don't know how you do that. And it's not that it's bad, it's just I cannot do that myself. I feel like I need to interject, but if I have nothing to say, then it's just this thing, just like, oh, I said it. I said the word. Maybe that's a video idea. Every time I say like, I have to do a pull. Oh, why are you a circlet? If you were a sans, that would have been good. A circlet with attack percent. I don't think I'm going to use that. Unless it... No, because it doesn't even have full stats. Oh, that's so sad. I would keep it... I don't know, I feel like... I said it again. I hate this. I hate this so much. I can't stop saying it. That word, it plagues me. I should just title this video, like... No. I mean, speaking of likes... if you want to tab back into the video and press that like button, because I have a sneaky little suspicion this is not going to perform that well. Because I know not everyone wants a video. I was about to use likes the way that it should be used, and I stopped myself. Like, oh no, I said it. It's so hard. It is so difficult. I have to do a video with that. Maybe we'll do it. Every time I say like, I do a poll. But I feel I would have to do single polls or I would go bankrupt. Because it's in at least every other sentence. Items are forged. Wait, I forged something? Do I need... you know what? I might check what we can do with resin. If there's anything available today. And if so, I might use some fragile. Or I could just go farm drops. The only thing is, I'm pretty sure I need a lot of... You're not the blacksmith. You're the blacksmith. I don't claim to be the best. You're... Oh, what was his name? Your old Greymane? I think it was... Your old Greymane's got that honor. All I ask is a fair chance. Wonder if anyone knows that reference. I'm sure someone does. Someone's got to remember what that's from. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You got to figure it out for yourself. We should see what we can farm. But I think what I was saying was most of what we're going to need are boss drops. Because for I guess I could farm the talent stuff, but... Oh, it's not just boss drops. It's just everything that's in domains. I don't have resin now. So we're going to go farm some treasure hoarders. Because we could always use more insignias for, I think, Kaya and Bennett. There might have been another one. I think Kazu. Doesn't Kazu use them as well? So that's definitely a valuable resource to get. What else would we need? I don't think anyone needs slime. On spells, I know Lisa does. But I don't think we need it on this. You know, I could just check. Instead of just sitting here wondering, I could just go look. You need... Oh, scroll... I'm out of Samatril scroll... What? Who used them? Who stole my Samatril scrolls? I swear I farmed those so much on every account. I actually don't have any? No. What? No one even... Maybe what it was in the last video of Swords Only when we went and just did a ton of farming. Perhaps there I spent them all, but I didn't think I did. Unless Layla just took a ton of them for leveling up. Because I did boost her quite a bit in that video, so that might be the case. I guess I'm going to have to go farm more Samatrils too. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, it's crazy. We're already about an hour into this recording, and I haven't really done much. I spent resin. So... Imagine this. Okay, we spent our resin, we did our dailies. But now multiply that by 4, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing every day across all my accounts. Not to mention, I haven't even farmed drops. We're just starting that now. I'm supposed to do that every day on 4 accounts. That's why I genuinely cannot maintain all these accounts and make videos at the same time. I have to pick which accounts to farm on each day, which sucks, because then it slows down progress on all of them. Oh, also, for anyone who's watching this that doesn't, that's, I've made my own word. It's didn't and doesn't in the same word, doesn't. I coined that is now mine, copyrighted, you can't use it. So for anyone that doesn't watch Spells Only, whichever video I talked about it in, or maybe just didn't make it to that point, I think with these challenge accounts, the goal that we're going to set for ourselves is clearing Spiral Abyss floor 12. I don't know if I want to say 3 stars on all floors or all chambers because I haven't even done that on my main. So I don't know. Maybe we just have to get lucky with an easy Spiral Abyss, I guess. But some form of Spiral Abyss floor 12 clearing. I think that is going to be kind of our end goal of sorts. Because if I keep farming in all these accounts forever, we're never going to get any different kind of content for the most part. And also, to be completely transparent, a lot of the times now, I don't really know what to do on these accounts. I know a lot of people say just do whatever. We watch because we enjoy seeing anything, but it hurts me to not feel like it's entertaining to some extent. So whenever I go to record now, I spend so long just trying to rack my mind to come up with what I could do in the video that might be entertaining. And that's why videos are getting even shorter, because I don't know what to do in them. Now, the unique ideas, kind of like the I turned Genshin Impact into a Pokemon game, or however I titled that. I think that's what it was titled. That video was fun. I enjoyed doing that, and it was a more unique concept, so it could be a little bit longer. I think it was a little bit longer, maybe I'm misremembering. But you can't do that with these accounts anymore, because when you first start them, there's a huge challenge. You only have a certain number of characters, you can't unlock everything, so you don't have all the elements. Some domains restrict you to certain weapon types, and you have to find ways to break out of the domain. Like, stuff like that. I said like crap. Stuff like that was so exciting, and it was fun to figure out, especially spells only. I believe maybe not my most viewed, but one of my most viewed videos was when I finally found a way to activate the Animo. No, I didn't activate it, that's right. I skipped the Animo pinwheel to get up to that platform in Liyue that you have to go to. I don't think we can see it from here, but that little floating platform where you go up and it's like, oh, I said this stupid word, this cursed word. You go there. I'm gonna try so hard to not say it. I'm gonna keep bringing it up when I do say it, just to remind myself to stop saying it. But you would go up to that platform, and then Paimon would say, oh, we can't reach it from here, but we can go over to the catapult or ballista, whatever it was called, and maybe we could see from there. But you had to activate an Animo pinwheel, and we didn't have an Animo catalyst character. And the way that we beat that challenge was one of my most viewed videos, and that was fun. It was very annoying to try to figure out, and it took so much time, but I felt such a sense of accomplishment after. Same thing with the archery challenge on Swords Only. Spells Only wasn't as difficult. Also, I didn't mean to farm these, but I need the sandwich rolls anyway, so that's fine. I want more stuff like that, but we don't really have it. Because a lot of the domains now, I mean, we could just do them. We have all of the elements. We have a good pool of characters. It's pretty much only in the early game that you find all those unique challenges. You need to find a way to beat X or Y challenge with only the characters you have. So I feel like at this point, these accounts don't have all that much content to offer. Besides, like I said, clearing something like the Spiral Abyss, seeing if you can quote-unquote beat the game with a certain weapon type only, which was the main idea from the start, but then it turns out I don't know. See, that's the kind of stuff that normally gets cut out of a video when I just butcher my sentences like crazy. Which you get a ton of if you tune into the streams. That's every 2 seconds I'm restarting my sentences. It's great. I love it. Oh, that was a good drop. Thank you for that, sir. But yeah, what's funny is it started out as the idea was I'm going to try to beat, quote-unquote, beat Genshin Impact with a certain weapon type. I know there technically is no end, but you know what I mean. And then it devolved more into, I need to somehow find a way to cheese the game, to progress in it with only a certain weapon type, because they just make it difficult to do that. But now it's turning back into just trying to beat it. So the original goal actually turned out to be less entertaining and less enjoyable than what the account... What am I even saying? I'm confusing myself. The original goal was less entertaining than what it turned into, basically. And you know I'm going to say this here, because why not? I made an account the other day, or no, I did not make an account. On my main account, I swapped to the Asia server, because technically it makes a new account, kind of. I just wanted to see what the ping would be like, because if I were to ever do another account, I was going to do it on the Asia server, because a lot of people seem to want me to make one on the Asia server so that they could play along if I do co-op during live streams or anything like that. The ping is kind of not fun to deal with, I have to be honest. And if I'm gonna do an account on there for a long time, I don't think I'd want to deal with it. Which is really sad, because I wanted to make an account on there. But I started it, I spawned in, with Lumion of course, not Aether. I swam out to that little island with the chest on it at spawn. I click on the chest, and it took a second or two for it to open. And then as I was spamming to pick up the drops, it was like, oh, I said it. It was, I guess, no, you could use it there because it's a comparison. That's fine. It was like back before whichever update it was where they made it, you could just rapidly press the pickup button to get the drops from anything. That was one of the best changes they've ever made. You used to have a little cooldown between each item that you picked up, and you had to wait before you could pick up the next one. It sucked, and they finally fixed that. But it was kind of like that all over again, even though that update still exists, where just picking up items from a chest was laggy. And if that's the case, how would I do stuff like Spiral Abyss on there? I don't think I really could without losing my sanity. And I already lose my sanity when I enter there. And that's with decent ping. Granted, I'm at like 50 ping, which isn't the lowest it can go. I've seen people who just sit around 30. That'd be kind of nice. But alas, I don't have that kind of connection, I suppose. Where is the NA server? Wait, where is it actually located? Maybe I need to move close to it. I'll just move into the server room. I like that idea. Wherever that is, I'm moving there. That's the plan. The end game. It's a true end game content. Just lowering your ping. Out of resin, research locations to live closer to the server so you can lower your ping. Great idea. Fantastic idea. It does suck that there are some artifacts in this game that are best in slots if you have a certain ping or under a certain ping or over a certain ping. That shouldn't be the case. I saw someone during one of my live streams say that Heart of Depth is best for Ayato if you have, I forget if it was over or under 50 ping or 30 ping, something along those lines. And then I know that, I believe it's Yoimiya, there's an artifact set that you don't want to run on her, even though it sounds like it'd be really good, unless you have a certain low number of ping. And I don't remember any of the artifact name. I think it was the Bolide? Is that even what it's called? I don't remember, as you could probably tell. I swear the names of things in this game just do not stick in my mind at all. The artifacts kind of, except for the new ones, don't. Domain names, I don't think I ever cared to learn. Does anyone actually call them by their official names? We all just call them by what's in them, right? No one goes, okay, I'm gonna go farm in the, you can't farm in that one, hold on, let me find an example. Why are all of these, this one. I'm gonna go farm in the Taishan Mansion today. Like, no one does that, right? I hope. No one does that. You don't know the names of them. Or do you? Do you? That's how you really find out who doesn't touch grass. The ones who have memorized the names of all the domains in this game. Now listen up, little... Well, I was about to call them hilichurls. Treasure hoarders? Wow, apparently I don't even know the names of the enemies. So, it's not only domains, it's also enemies at this point. Jeez. I feel once school ended, my brain just died. I don't know. Talking never seemed to be an issue. But in recent times, I feel that I just butcher every sentence I go to say. I want to learn, you know what would be really fun? Is to just study a ton of really fancy vocabulary and then use that in videos, and people would think, oh my gosh, this Java dude, he's really smart. He's got such fantastic vernacular. It's amazing. And it's not the case though, and I don't really have time for that. Because if I was going to do that, I might as well just go learn a different language, right? Who needs to learn more English? I can already communicate in English just fine. But I would like some more words to say. Words are hard. Very difficult. I feel bad for anyone learning English. It is a stupid language in the sense that there's so many rules that just don't make sense. For instance, it's not even a rule, it's just something that a lot of people say, is I before E except after C. Except most of the time that's not even true. It's just in the most common words that's true. You know the word weird? Kind of weird, it's not true in that word, it's W-I-E-R-D. It's very weird if you ask me. Did I kill the ones over here? I think I did. Yes, I did. Perfect. On to the next batch. And then you have the silent E's, you have other silent letters. X is just such a strange letter because does it really have a sound? It's in xylophone, it sounds like a Z. And then in other words, it sounds like a K. But why does it exist? I don't know. So, I don't know. There's so many weird rules, and then you have words that look exactly the same with one letter different, but they're completely pronounced differently. Like two, not the number, but like T-O, two. you put an S instead of a T, it's no longer Sue, it is now So. And then do. This isn't supposed to be English class. Welcome to Java the Cup's English lessons. Today we're going to be learning about why this language sucks. Chapter 1. It just does. End of lesson. Kind of funny because 2 streams ago, I don't think I was teaching very much. I taught some math on stream. I can't really say I taught it. I opened up my drawing program, and while I was there, for about 60 seconds, talked about math, integrals and whatnot. Good times. I think everyone there enjoyed it so much. Everyone loves to just not be in school and then still be taught things as if you're in school. I think it's something we all definitely enjoy. Thoroughly. Okay, where are these sandwich rolls at? I need some scrolls. That'd be nice. Should I use resin? Because I don't desperately need the scrolls. Is there anyone that I need to spend some resin on? Probably everyone, to be fair. Bennett, your burst. Okay, at least we got the treasure hoarder stuff. And then it'll be books, which I can't farm today, so that's fine. Albedo, I'm not... Should I be trying to level him up more? I feel like I like Albedo, and I want to use him more. But in the Spiral Abyss, I almost can't bring him. Because a lot of the times, in the harder floors, there's bosses. And constructs against bosses are just not good. Plus, he doesn't react with other elements besides Crystallize. And if I wanted a shield, I could just bring Layla. So, I feel bad. But without a Geo Resonance, and I'm not going to run Geo Traveler. I don't like Geo Traveler unless I'm breaking a domain. I don't have the Geo Resonance, so it just feels like he's not as useful for us. I also need to farm more at some point. We're only at 2.1 million. I want to say we were pretty high in the last video, and then we did a ton of farming. And now we're very low. That's fun. Love to see that. More stuff to farm. My favorite. Oh, Cookie apparently wants some Spectre drops. I can't say I'm too keen on farming those right now. I think Spectres are one of the ones. I'll have to do it on a stream where I can just zone out and not think. Because I don't like farming those. They're not nearly as bad as they used to be. They still suck on this account because it's swords. On the main, they're fine. Just bring a ranged character and you're good to go. No. Bad Whopper Flower. Okay, we have 20 resin. Let's go get lucky. Because obviously I'm really good at doing that. Let's go get lucky. We're going to go into Blizzard Strayer Domain once more. One run, we're going to get one good artifact. Because the game will respect that I am so dedicated to this domain that I'm coming back without even condensing a resin. It has to respect me. I'm sure that's how it works. Also, I want to do something with the battle pass because we can get an acquaint fate and I want to get it. What's something we could complete domains. I could just cook 20 dishes, I guess. Or I'll go do a bounty. I'll go do one bounty. That'll work because I also need to do that for Mondstadt. Somehow, Spells Only got the Mondstadt glider before Swords Only. Granted, I almost never do bounty stuff on these accounts. I only do it on my main, and I haven't done it recently because I still don't have Sumeru bounty stuff unlocked, and the other regions are done. I really need to do that, but Sumeru needs to get to, Sumeru needs to get to Mondstadt level 2, of course. Needs to get to Reputation level 2, and then I can unlock the bounty stuff. But I feel the easiest way to do that is to do the next Archon quest, and I'll do that on a stream, so I kind of have to wait for whenever I have time to do that. Kind of sucks. Unless I just start doing shorter streams. I don't like doing shorter streams because, I don't know. If I tune into a stream and then the streamer ends after an hour, it just feels bad. Then you just feel as though, oh, now I have to go find somewhere else to chill out. Or something else to run in the background. I think I would want to do at least 3 to 4 hours. Though I guess if I'm doing an Archon quest, Sumeru Archon quest, that's at least 3 and 4 hours. Probably more. Probably 5 to 8, honestly. Kinda nasty. It's fun to do the first time. It's not great for content. And it's not fun to do these second, third, or fourth time. And Sword Only is the only account where I've actually done, I believe, all of the Archon quests. Pretty sure we've done all of them. Maybe. Here comes the one good artifact. I am so excited that we finally got the Blizzard Strayer piece. Never mind. Never mind. So let's go do a bounty. I think that'll be good. If I started doing shorter streams, maybe I could stream more, but I say that knowing very well that I also might still just not stream all that consistently. I say it all the time. I shouldn't even say it at this point. I do want to stream more. But I don't know, streaming, I always get nervous right before a stream starts, and then once I start it, I'm completely fine. But you just have to, at least for me, because I don't do them that often, I feel like you need to get so many things in order beforehand. So I have to make sure that I have a video going up, that I have everything set in stone. It's like, okay, do I have a video live the next day already? Or am I going to be okay if I stream anyways? And then if so, and then I can stream, okay, then what's the plan for this stream, right? Like what am I gonna be trying to do if I go live? So you have to plan all that out. And then you go live and you have to try and balance, okay, I know the people that stream more consistently, they eat on stream, they'll go take breaks and everything. I can't, because I don't stream enough, I'm not comfortable doing that. I just want to sit there and hopefully be mildly entertaining. That's the goal. Because very entertaining, it's not in my realm of possibilities, but mildly entertaining, I think I can manage that sometimes on a good day. But I have to sit there. I have to sit there and continue to do stuff. And then what if you get hungry? I don't want to take break from stream because then people leave and it's sad. So then you just starve. No, I don't starve. It's fine. I'm joking. So now I know people are in the streams are going to be like, you need to eat something. Also, I said like, oh, English. Every language has a stutter word, I guess you could call it. An if you will. I can't think of any of them off the top of my head. So I want to say in Japanese, there's one that's a swear in Spanish. Or not a swear, but just an inappropriate word. So I ain't saying that. But I believe like eto is one that they use. I was about to say the other one. No, not saying it. Because in college, I had a roommate who spoke fluent Spanish. And I remember he was I don't think he was still trying to learn Chinese, but I think he was very into Chinese culture, which was funny because then I'm over here, Mr. Weeb, and I'm into Japanese. So it worked out very well. But I was just telling him the little Japanese I did know. And then he was like, that's an inappropriate word. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Good to know. Good times. I got lucky, I would say, in college with my roommates. I've heard stories of people who did not get lucky. Or you just get that one guy, I guess for guys, you get the one guy who's just constantly bringing people over, partying, whatever. Like the two of us, I feel we were a good fit to be roommates. Because we both actually respected each other. Doesn't seem to happen very often. Too bad the Rona came along. And now I talk to them maybe twice a year over text. Good stuff, good stuff. I need friends. I need to make some fry ends. Don't we all? I mean, if we're playing Genshin, you're in the same boat as me, right? We don't have friends. I mean, okay, yes, I have the one or two that I met on the Pixelmon server, sure. But that's not enough. You need more than that. I'm not gonna do that. You're immune to cryo. Why would I go fight you? So, oh no, I'd have to do more. Let's go cook 20 dishes, shall we? Oh wait, did they actually, hold on, weekly, complete, oh, they actually added TCG stuff to the weekly missions? I didn't know that. That's another thing that I need to do on my accounts. TCG. I hope the tutorial for that isn't that long, so I would have to do it every account. Oh, and then I'd have to farm for the cards on every account as well. That doesn't sound that fun. I want to do it on my main for sure. No. Thinking. No, I wouldn't. Okay. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. Or will I? I will not. No, I was thinking, what if I just did the TCG on my main? And then for the challenges of what I was saying I could do, where it's something along the lines of TCG, but only catalysts or only swords, I could just do those challenges on my main, because then I'd only have to do it on one account. And it'd still be the same exact content, because it's not like the account matters for the TCG side of things. But I feel like that's kind of cheating still. So, I don't know. Are there... Okay, here's a question I have. Is there any draw to getting better in TCG? Other than just being able to win more matches? Because usually in games, there's a ranking system where, just for example, you start out on bronze or whatever, you work your way up to diamond, platinum, whatever whatever ranks they might be. But is that a thing in Genshin, or is there just no reason to play it other than if you enjoy the game? I would hope that there's something. I know there's not a ranking in terms of a leaderboard, but they need something. I don't know if they might have it. I haven't played it, like I said. But if they don't have that, I don't know that I would be too interested in playing it, because I would feel like I'm doing it for no reason when I could just be grinding up materials to make progress on the account instead. It's good for resinless activities. For those who have nothing else to do, I think it's great. But I have 4 accounts that I have to grind on, so I don't really struggle with not having resin, because as soon as resin runs out, you move on to the next account and you farm that resin and you rinse and repeat. So I don't know. Also, if you're still listening, first off, thank you. Second off, I'm thinking on my main account. Oh no, would I do that on the main? I don't know. 'Cause that's now I have conflicting ideas. One thing I was thinking of doing on spells and swords for some future videos, I'd have to look to see what achievements there are, but just trying to get some more difficult achievements using only swords and spells respectively. I think that could be interesting, but it might also be interesting to, on my main, a thing that can allow me to have some more content for that account is if we do what I was originally going to do on the new main account, if any of you remember that, where we can try and get all the achievements, cook all the dishes, like everything. I think that could be fun, but if I do that on there, then I don't think I'd want to do that on all of the challenge accounts as well, because it's repeated content with just getting achievements. Granted, I'd be getting way more on my main than I would on the others, but still, something to consider. And if you have any input for that, feel free to let me know. If you think that'd be a good idea, which account I should do it on, if you'd like to see it on the main, kind of just achievement hunting and trying to 100% stuff. Don't know that 100%ing regions would be good content for YouTube unless it was videos like this, which again, I don't think are going to perform that well, but we'll see. Also, we have an Acquaint Fate. I'm expecting a blue, but maybe we'll get lucky. We will not. It's going to be Cool Steel. Oh, I was going to say Debate Club. I always say Debate Club. Oh, but then I didn't because I figured I'd always say it, so I wasn't going to do it that time. RIP. That's so sad. Also, I have no idea how long it'll take to upload a video that's over an hour because I've never done that before. So, since I have no idea how this is going to work, this is just a good test, I suppose. I also don't know if I should put this in the Sword Only series or just as a kind of standalone. It's crazy. Wow, you know what? That's so crazy. Because usually in one Sword Only video, we make decent progress. We've been going for about an hour and 20 at this point, and we haven't really done that much. Wow. Okay, that really... I've never timed how long it takes me to do stuff. So that's one account, quote unquote, done for the day. I would have to do that 3 more times. Holy crap, it's like a full-time job just playing the game, not even editing. Yikes. Anyways, I think we are going to wrap this up here just because, again, I don't know if I'm going to have to do editing. I don't really know what I'm going to do for this. We'll see. Let me know if you like videos like this because maybe we could do more of them, and give me topic ideas of things to talk about if you like them, or Q&A stuff maybe. Maybe we can make it more interactive like that. But with that being said, I appreciate if you've watched up to this point. Hopefully your farming is going well. Keep going. You got this. You can max that character and weapon. Go ahead. Woo, motivation. But with that being said, I will see all of... Oh, look, the Twitch chat's there because I didn't turn it off. Huh. Oh, well. The cup came to say goodbye. The little blinking Santa hat cup. I will see all of you guys next time.